Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Mona Lisa Late Night. Grab your glass and let's get started. But before we get there, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got merchandise, we've got t-shirts, we've got cups, we've got totes, we've got everything you need. We've even got my book, Life After the Diagnosis. So, let's go ahead, grab your glass, bottoms up, let's start talking. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Evenings with Mona Lisa Monroe. Grab a glass and let's start the conversation going. Let me switch up glasses. Hold on. I need to see y'all. There we go. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. And we had a great show this morning. Just in case you missed it, go to my page and click replay, and you shall enjoy the show. But also, let me not, leave out the website. Go to the website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got the cups, we've got the t-shirts, we've got all what you need, just like the commercial says. There we go, right there. Very much. Hello, Derek. How are you? How are you? Yes. So go to the website, purchase the merchandise. When you do, you are supporting the show. We definitely appreciate every comment, every click, every like, and every share. And also, we want you to comment. Come on now. Comment, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the morning show. Tell me what you think about the evening show. And mind you, we are not on long in the evenings. We are not on long, but we go strong. We are on for 30 minutes and we talk about the red hots. Now, of course, the month of June, as I was telling you, we were celebrating the fathers. Fathers, we see you, we hear you, and we appreciate you. All the month of June, it is the last day to celebrate. No, it's not. It's not the last day to celebrate fathers. Fathers, you need to be celebrated day in and day out. But this is the last day that we're going to put you on a shout out blast from the Mona Lisa Monroe Morning Show and Evenings with Mona Lisa. We appreciate you, fathers. Keep up the good work. And it was hard getting you guys on the phone. I'm telling you, on the phone, on the show. Because what? You are working, and I ain't even mad at you. So, of course, if I can't have my guys on the show, I got the red hots for you. So where do we start? Good grief. If you tuned in this morning, honey, we were on fire. And we were talking about these three things right here. First off, of course, we were talking about the insurrection trial. Have you been watching what's been going on? Well, lo and behold, it is being said that Donald Trump, the former president of the United States of America, choked out one of his Secret Service agents when they did not take him where he wanted to go. Now, of course, he's saying that it is not true. but the person that saw it was right there, said that he first of all tried to grab the wheel of the vehicle when they said they weren't taking him where he wanted to go. Then, since he couldn't grab the wheel good enough, he grabbed the neck of one of his social security one of his Secret Service agents. So that is the latest on the trials. Man, I'm telling you, these trials, I just, yeah, it's just hard to wrap your brain around what's happening. It just really is. It's like you're watching a TV series or a show. I don't know. But anyway, so that was what we were talking about for the red hot number one. The red hot number two, baby, is are you going to continue to listen to R. Kelly's music? Yesterday, R. Kelly was found guilty and was sentenced for 30 years. And it's not over because he has to travel to these other states where he was accused of all the above pornography, child, I guess it was child molestation or something like that, a child predator, all of those type things he has to answer for. But the question on the floor is are you still going to listen to his music? Now, this morning, it was a lot of you guys that brought up the fact of this. Should you or are you going to separate the music from the artist? Okay. So, my thing is, I'm thinking we should do that because it has been many times that you will listen to someone's music and their character is just not up to par. But the music is good music, right? So, it's been said, oh, have you listened to the lyrics? And, now the lyrics are this and that and this and that. But have you listened to the lyrics of now? These songs that they are singing now are ratchet, horrible. So, are we going to hold them accountable for the lyrics? Or are you going to say, well, they're not that bad? Well, far as you know, because we didn't know R. Kelly was bad until, until all this came out. So are you going to continue to listen to his music or are you going to separate the music from the artist? So I'm curious to know what you think about it. Let me know. Please comment and let me know what you think. And the very last red hot that we talked about this morning was abortion, and it is banned in some states. But what do you think about it? And so, of course, I'm, giving my 2 cents. And my 2 cents is me personally, I don't support it, right? And then, you have these arguments of these different scenarios where maybe it could be something that you would think about or consider. So, what would that be? Well, they brought up the fact of a rape. Okay. They were saying that women who were raped and maybe got um, pregnant from the rapist, and this baby is the product or the seed of the rapist. They are giving leeway to abortions if that were to happen. But then this morning, I brought up the fact of knowing or hearing from a woman that was raped and she was pregnant and she kept the child. And she said that the child is her miracle baby. The child is a blessing. Um, so I guess it just really depends on how you look at it. Are you looking at the child and blaming the child for the situation? Um, or are you just going to lay full blame on the person that did it? Because the child had nothing to do with it, you know? So, people feel some type of way about that. And I'd like to hear from you. What do you think? That was one of the scenarios. The other scenario is if a woman is just medically unable to carry the child. Is it, either her life or the baby's life? Those type of situations, sometimes women abort the baby. So that's one. And then the third and last one that I know of, or that we were talking about this morning, is women that consider abortion because a child is just inconvenient. And that's the kind of, you know, Derek, the child is innocent. I concur. The child is innocent. They had nothing to do with your situation. And for as far as a woman just being inconvenienced, I'm just like, I'm figuring you should take the extra step. Both of you should take the extra step. If your life is going to be inconvenienced by a child, you take that in consideration while you thinking about, before you even think about going down that path. You need to be prepared and trying to protect yourself, because things like that will happen, okay, while you're being inconvenienced. Okay, so handle your business. But all at the same time, women say they have the right to do whatever they like with their body. And like I said, I personally don't believe in it, but of course, you have the right to do whatever you want to do. It is your body, your business, your body. But these three scenarios is what sort of solidified the thought of the abortion being okay. You know what I mean? But all in all, to break it all the way down, people, it is still killing a child. And then it's like, well, when is the embryo really a baby, or when is it really a person, or 6 weeks nothing's being formulated, and da 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 da. People, soon as that sperm connects with that egg, it's a life. Okay, that heart is gonna start beating, and it's a wrap. I mean, think about you. You were here in spirit. Breath, life. It's easy. It's a person. So that's the argument. Boy, I tell you, it was so crazy. But like I was saying this morning, it's bigger than this. It really is. It's bigger than abortion. It's the fact that they can go back to this particular law that was passed years ago, formulated, constitution sealed, and you can go back and flip it, is what I'm concerned about. Because it's like, what else can you go back and say, let's do this voting thing again on some things? What are you talking about? I'm simply talking about, what if you go back and say, you know what? We really don't want women to vote. We really don't want black people to vote. Uh, well, we don't like same-sex marriage. Uh, well, we don't like interracial marriages. There's a lot of ways that they can go back, and a lot of laws that they can go back and change. That is the concerning factor. It's like, this is the way that they're going to go. This is the door. There you go. This is the door that they're opening to go down this path. because don't even think that this is just one thing. You know what I mean? It's like when you think about it, you just need one excuse to do all what you want to do. Let's think about this thing. So that's really where I'm going with it. I just think it's bigger than this abortion law. And even though this is a big one, don't get me wrong, this is a big one because it's a lot of women and men that support it, and it's a lot of women and men that are against it. I mean, this is separating church and state for real. So it's a big deal, but yeah, it's the bigger deal is the whole procedure of you going back and changing it, and the capability of you doing that is very concerning, alarming. You know what I mean? So those were the three red hots that we talked about this morning. I would love to hear from any of you about these three things. If you weren't able to catch us this morning, I'm giving my evening folks a opportunity to tune in. Now, of course, you folks that follow me, and you follow me in the morning and you follow me in the evening, you know that in the evenings we're only on for 30 minutes, and then I'll let you go about your merry way, as I used to say. So, it's great when you chime in early, but of course, I always check the comments. So if the show goes off and you're commenting, please believe I'm reading every one of them. I'm reading it and I'm seeing who all came on, and I appreciate all of it. The comments are, I'm open, and I don't want everything to be all about what I say, because this show is not about me, it's about you. We talk about what you're talking about. So of course I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, but as far as it being law, nah. But I will talk about it a little bit. But so yeah, so those are the three red hots. And we didn't have any fathers tonight. Once again, fathers are working. So, but we do want to continue to give them their shine, appreciate them. And I look forward to the shows in July. We got some great surprises for you guys. We got some great new stuff for you. So please hang in there with us. And if you, like I said before, if you want to hear something, you want to talk about something, leave a comment, click like and share the show. Let me know, and we shall do what you ask. Maybe, depending on ethics and morals, of course. But we try to please you. We try to do what we can. But yeah, so that is the third red hot. Red hot number two was, are you going to continue to listen to the R&B queen, the R&B king, R. Kelly? He was sentenced to 30 years yesterday. Is that fair? And I'm not saying what he did, because I'm not condoning any of it. But what I am saying is, are we going to separate the artist from the music? It was good music. Are we going to separate the music from the artist? And yesterday we laughed so hard because it was like, think about and listen to the lyrics of the songs to all the artists in the 90s. Come on now. It was a lot of artists talking about young women, trust and believe. Keith Sweat, Jermaine Dupri, rappers on top of rappers. It was there. But the thing is we didn't separate the two. We listened to the music, but we didn't hold them accountable for anything. So now we are okay, cool. Let's bring it all full circle and have everyone be accountable for their lyrics and their music, because like I said this morning, some of this music nowadays, I don't care. It's even worse by the women than it is the men. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all those women, oh, it's just bad. You sit down and listen to that music and you're like going, what? But do we hold them accountable for that? No. Do we still listen to that mess? Yeah. So what are we doing here? And then your argument is probably, we hadn't heard Cardi B or them do anything wrong. Yeah, you haven't heard it yet, but we don't know what they're doing. We didn't even know what he was doing until later on. 25 years? How long has it been? And as I stated before this morning, that Playboy Mansion, more than just singing, drinking, and talking was going on in that Playboy Mansion. But nobody got arrested except one person that I know of. So it's like, what are we doing here, people? And what are you doing at the Playboy Mansion, 16 years old? What you looking for? What you doing? What are you doing going on tour with R. Kelly? What are you? So, see, you see what I'm talking about? Slippery slope. Oh boy. And so this morning we would talk about, oh, is this about parenting? Oh, da 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 da. Parenting is hard. Okay. There's no blueprint for parenting. So I'm not trying to tell nobody how to raise their children. But do you let your teenage daughters or sons go on tour with an artist or go to a Playboy Mansion? It's like it's like what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? It's not rocket science. That's it. They used to say that. It's not rocket science. But here we are. Here we are. But he was found guilty, and he's got 30 years under his belt. Ooh, he's got 30 years to serve. But I don't know. He might get off as for good behavior or something like that. Who knows? But so yeah, those are the three red hots, and we're talking about the insurrection. Did you see it? What do you think about your former president putting his hands on one of the Secret Service agents that's supposed to protect and serve him, but he put his hands on him? Lord have mercy. And then, of course, the R. Kelly situation. What do you think? And last but not least, the abortion. The abortion law being overturned. Goodness gracious alive. But once again, we're not on long at all in the evenings. We're only on for about 30 minutes. I enjoy the mornings, enjoy the evenings. And I remember when I first started doing the evenings, it was like, okay, the pandemic. Okay, so wait, let me back up. So we were doing mornings only during the pandemic, and the numbers were thriving because we didn't have anywhere to go. Then, when they opened it up and everybody went back to work, back to school, back to living their lives, the numbers started getting a little fuzzy. And so they were like, why don't you go on in the evenings? So I started going on in the evenings, and I do catch a lot of people tuning in the evenings, which is great. But getting the right time in the evenings, we're still sort of playing with that because we're not sure if seven's good for Central, 8 Eastern is 8 good Central, 9 Eastern, or is later 9 Central, 10 Eastern. We don't know. But so far, this is working for us. So we're going to hang in there. And, believe it or not, we are 2 years old. Yay, yay, yay. And I was trying to calculate how many episodes we've had, how many shows we've had. And we've had like 125 shows or something like that. I need to get that number. The next time, matter of fact, the first show in July, I'm going to have the numbers for you. Because we've been on for 2 years. Our anniversary is April the 16th. And we've been going on strong since 2020. And we are now in July tomorrow. So I'm going to have to calculate these days and let you guys know how many episodes or shows we have under our belt. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going to be counting the mornings as well as the evenings because, of course, we started in the evenings in 2021, I think it was. Yeah, I think we started in the evenings in 2021. Hey, Andrew, what's going on? Yeah, so did you catch the Red Hots? I would love to hear what you thought or what you think about the Red Hot topics. Red Hot topic number one was, are you watching the insurrection and have you heard about Donald Trump putting his hands on his Secret Service agent? Number two, R. Kelly was sentenced 30 years, but are we going to separate the music from the artist? And last but not least, number three, the abortion law. I think it's bigger than the abortion law itself. I think the fact that they are going back into the laws of the Constitution and you're able to turn that over is concerning. But, a lot of people feel like this abortion law is a huge thing, which I'm not trying to minimize it. It's just that, I don't believe in abortion. But once again, you do what you want to do with your body. And that is the way of the land, freedom of choice, right? And then the three situations that they're considering being, the abortion being okay would be rape, medical, and just the inconvenience of it all. Yeah. So with the rape situation, I knew a woman that had the baby and she feels like that child is a blessing, a miracle child. And matter of fact, she couldn't have any more kids. So that was the only one she had and she's grateful. I'm not saying that could be the case for everybody, but that was her situation. And then the medical situation, who would want to, that's a rough one. If you can't carry the baby, then I don't think that's considered abortion because abortion to me is a choice. So when it comes down to medical, live or die, whoa. And then third was just the inconvenience of it. Just the thought of a child being an inconvenience. That's just wow. Wow. So yeah, so those were the three red hots. Please click like and share the show. Drop a comment. And as I stated before, we're only on for 30 minutes and I enjoy every bit of it. Thank you again for tuning in with Evenings with Mona Lisa. And yeah, continue to check us out in the mornings as well as the evenings. In July, we might have a few things up our sleeves in July. We just might. So check us out.